This is Talk 650, powered by CBS Radio.
Joining us in the studio this hour is U.S. Representative Ted Poe from the 2nd District of Texas, frequent guest on the show. We had you booked to be here today anyway.
That's right.
And then this thing kind of popped up, and I'm glad you're here with us. And as I've been doing some research, you're a close friend of the representative that was shot.
That's correct. She and I are very good friends, even though we're different parties. We've worked together on several issues. In fact, Friday, before we left, and she went to Arizona, and I came home to Texas, she had been inviting me to come to Arizona, Tucson, and go to the border to see the situation there. And I have invited her to Texas to come here to go to our border. We've been working on that issue together. We've traveled to see our troops overseas together, along with other members of Congress. So we are very good friends, and very tragic situation that surrounding her shooting and the death of the other people.
And the really irony of this whole thing is she is one of the most approachable, most level-headed, the least likely to be inflammatory in any of her statements about any issue that you all might disagree upon. She's trying to work to the middle of things, isn't she?
That's correct. She used to be a Republican, and now she's a Democrat, but her political philosophy is moderate. But more importantly, she is easy to work with on both sides. She gets along, with Republicans and Democrats, and most of her positions are very even keel, and she is not quite as maybe loud, outspoken as other members of Congress on issues. And you're right, she is very approachable from anybody, and very very calm. Her demeanor is not, she's a calm individual.
Yeah, she has a calming effect on these things, and I think that's what makes folks most effective. This, of course, is going to revive the whole debate over gun control. And the thing about this was the kid who allegedly shot her had a gun legally.
Well, of course, the people who don't want guns in America use things like this to blame guns. We don't hold the guns accountable. We don't try guns for crime. We try people for crime. And the gun was a method. The person that committed the crime, let's get him a jury. Let's get him a trial. And let's get him a long sentence in the penitentiary if he's guilty. But that is always an excuse for more gun control. It's always an excuse for more speech control, more speech police about what we can do and matters such as that. And, of course, he had the gun legally, and it's a situation where he needs to be held accountable for his crime and not divert it and blame the gun, blame the rhetoric, blame the Republicans, blame talk radio, blame the individual who did it.
Yeah. Where's the personal accountability?
Yes.
How will you answer people who will come out and say, well, all right, fine, everybody should have the right to carry a gun and be armed, but a 30-millimeter Glock that's an automatic weapon that's used for nothing but killing people quickly, that's a whole different flavor. How do you couch that kind of an argument?
Well, it was a semi-automatic, first of all. Automatic weapons are not legal. And it's legal in Arizona law, and I think it's up to the people of Arizona to deal with their own law. It's not up to somebody in New York City to tell people in Arizona about gun control. That's a state issue. It's always been a state issue. We have our laws here in Texas, and the answer to this crime is not less guns and not controlling people with guns. I don't think that or controlling the guns. I don't think that is that's a diversion and that's an excuse. Let's hold the person accountable for the crime. The type of weapon, people in Arizona have to make that decision. They have very liberal gun laws and permits in Arizona. That's their choice whether they want to revise that or not.